Hey guys, welcome back to Elden Ring, and welcome to the Grand Lift of Rold, where we're gonna use the secret Haligtree medallion, or the Haligtree secret medallion, to hoist ourselves up to the consecrated Snowfield. That's what we're doing today. We're gonna do exactly 4 things today, I think. Yeah, we're gonna fight Anastasia for a somber ancient dragon smithing stone. We're gonna fight Theodorix. We're gonna finish Latenna's questline, and then we're gonna do Ordina to unlock the Haligtree. So these are the 4 things that we're gonna do today. I suppose you can call it quite a filler episode because nothing much happens, but we are making progress towards the Haligtree, and that will follow in the next episode. But anyway, here we are. We took the lift, and it's not a very impressive sight or view because we actually have to go through a dungeon, a mini dungeon. It's not really a legacy dungeon, but it is a mini dungeon. It's called the Hidden Path to the Haligtree, and there's all sorts of shit in here. There's like invisible pots and stuff. There's a boss, a stray mimic tier at the bottom. There's also a silver scarab, which is it's a talisman that increases your item discovery, so you can use it to farm for specific weapons or armor from various enemies. We're not gonna do any of that. We're just gonna run through this. I don't need the silver scarab. I don't need to fight some random stray mimic tier. The only reason to go through this area is because fighting the boss it will give you a death route. So if you're doing that quest, you do have to come here and go all the way down to the boss. But we're not doing that. It's fine. We're just gonna fight these guys so they can leave me alone to rest at the site of grace. We get their militia saw, which I don't care about, and yeah, we just can go straight to the Consecrated Snowfield. There you go. This is an area that is reminiscent of one of the areas in one of Dark Souls 2's DLCs. They also had one of these snowy areas with a blizzard going on. That is very difficult to navigate. But this is much more manageable than what they did in Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 2's DLC. So yeah, as you can see, there's a blizzard going on. The blizzard will stop and will make things easier to navigate. But yeah, we're just gonna go get the map and then move on with our lives. You don't want to go in a straight line necessarily, and if you do, don't go blindly. Not that you have much of a choice because of the blizzard, but take care because there are some cliffs. They did put some cliffs around here to catch you out, so you can plummet to your death if you're not careful, like I do here, because it's very difficult to gauge the height of these cliffs, because they can either be a small drop or a massive cliff that kills you, and the blizzard makes it difficult to see. But as you can see, the blizzard stopped. So it's easier to see now. Now, full disclosure, I did play through the DLC Shadow of the Erdtree with this character. I beat the DLC, I killed all the bosses with this character, but I didn't level up because you don't need to level up in the DLC. And yeah, and I'm also not using any items from the DLC. No armor, no talismans, no nothing like that. So this is purely base game equipment that I have on. Just full disclosure, full transparency there. I'm not gonna talk about the DLC right now. Maybe I'll talk about the DLC in the next episode when we go through the Haligtree, because I do want to explore the Haligtree quite thoroughly, so that's gonna be a long episode, so I might talk about the DLC then, because I have a lot to say about the DLC and I'm working on a script for it, so I think that's gonna be a good combination of Haligtree gameplay, fully exploring a massive legacy dungeon and having this scripted. I don't want to call it a review. It's gonna be more of an opinion piece, more than anything. But it's gonna happen, and it's not gonna be fun. But you know, neither is the DLC. But anyway, enough about that. We killed Anastasia. The only reason we killed Anastasia is to get the somber ancient dragon smithing stone. I don't need it actually, but you know, I just got it to have it. No particular reason. Now we go back to the here's the full map of the game in case you didn't know what it looks like. This is it. The Consecrated Snowfield is the last area to be discovered, to be unlocked. But yeah, we go back to the Grace to recover. I don't even know what I lost. I think a bunch of FP from the Rotten Breath. But yeah, now we're gonna go the other way, down the river, and we're gonna fight the Theodorix, which is one of those worms, which is sort of a wingless or flightless dragon. I should say it's a big salamander essentially. You wanna take care around this area because there's a bunch of crabs, there's octopuses around, so you kind of wanna find your line and just sort of stick to it. You don't want to wander around too much because you draw aggro, and then it's a pain in the ass to get rid of all the enemies and also fight the boss. So yeah, it's gonna be the classic recipe of summoning the Mimic here, rotting the motherfucker, and then spamming Waves of Darkness on him, which is very effective. So that's fun. It does take 2 casts to rot him for some reason, but you know, we have the FP, we have the resources for it, and we now have a full FP bar to spam Waves of Darkness on. Yeah, this kind of boss is very annoying because he likes to walk around a lot and do that charging attack, which turns his whole body pretty much into a hitbox, which is very annoying. He also leaves lava behind, which is annoying because you can't go into it. Here I stagger him, but I decide to just keep spamming Waves of Darkness, and I think overall it's more optimal to do that instead of wasting time to go around to his front and do the riposte when I could just you know, keep attacking him and do way more damage. So that's Theodorix. We get 3 dragon hearts, and we can use those to unlock his breath. It's an upgraded version of the magma breath generic incantation that I think that's what it's called, but we're not gonna do that because I don't like it. It's not my jam. Now we're gonna go to that church over there. I don't know what it's called. It's something with apostate. I just recorded this and I can't remember what it's called, but it doesn't matter. I removed the waypoint because there's no need for it. I know how to get there, and it's, you know, this is a relatively small area. There are some other locations in here. There's a mine that you can or you may find useful because it has a bunch of smithing stones 8 in it. So you might give or you might want to give that a go. There's also another cave around, which I don't even know what's in there, but though, you know, for me, my weapon is fully upgraded, so I don't need smithing stones, I don't need any other location and whatnot, so yeah, I'm just going straight to the things that matter, especially in these episodes where it's like we're not going through a legacy dungeon, we're not doing anything, we're not really fighting any major bosses, so might as well. I pick up the golden seed. I don't have to. My flask is fully upgraded, but you know, it's nice when items like these have a surplus. For this section, I don't know what to tell you. It's like just do your best to avoid these projectiles. This is actually the first time I go through this without getting hit once, so that was a blessing. I usually get hit at least once. I've died here, so it's kind of heavy RNG with this area. You might want to try going on foot so that you can dodge any potential projectiles, but then it becomes a question of You know, should you walk in the rain or should you run when it's raining? You know, it's like, yeah, you're on foot and you can dodge, but you also move slowly, so you are exposed for longer. So, you know, I choose to go on torrent and just go fast and try my best to avoid the projectiles, and it works well enough. But yeah, here we're just summoning Latenna. She does some speech. She talks to this big woman here and does some lore shit I don't give a fuck about. And then we talk to her, and she gives us a reward. She gives us another Somber Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone, which, if you don't know, that's the final upgrade material for Smithing Stone, for Somber Smithing Stone, sorry, weapons. Your unique weapons like the Bloodhound Fang and whatever. She does say that we can lay her to rest beside her wolf. I don't know if you can do that necessarily, if you can go back to where you find her the first time and summon her there. I don't... you might get some extra dialogue, probably, but you know, it's not like she's gonna disappear from your inventory. Like she's a spirit summon, like you just have her now. But anyway, it's time for Ordina, Liturgical Town. This is how we unlock the Haligtree. Essentially what happens is, in this town there are 4 lights that we need to light, essentially. It's like Cilia, Town of Sorcery or whatever it's called, where you have to go around and light those 3 lights. This time it's 4, and you have to go in this Everjail in order to light them to appear, because the 2 towns are slightly different, or the 2 versions of the town are slightly different, I think. There's more pods, and obviously this version, the Everjail version, has active enemies, as opposed to the regular version, which doesn't have any active enemies in it. They're just ghostly. But anyway, you just want to go over here at the beginning of the town and light this first flame. There's gonna be an invisible Black Knife Assassin here. Just do your best to avoid her. You can get the Sentry Torch in Kaled, I'm pretty sure. That allows you to see invisible enemies, but it's pretty easy to avoid these guys and just run away from them. I say these guys, they're actually all female, but you know what I mean. And then we're just gonna go around here, around the back, and there will be a ladder. This is the optimal route, as far as I know, because you climb it up here. The Black Knife Assassin clearly cannot follow you, so that's a problem solved. They cannot climb ladders, even though they're called assassins. I don't really get that, but you know, we light the second flame, and then we drop down, and this is when the difficulty of this place becomes apparent, because you have these albinoric archers, which I hesitate here. I'm looking around to plan my route through here, because I didn't really remember it that well. But yeah, you just have to go east now. Just follow. I'm not gonna describe it to you too much, because you can just watch and see what I'm doing. But yeah, this is the problem in this area. Is these archers that fire 3 arrows at a time, and they do a lot of fucking damage, as you can see, and they keep spamming them. And you know, you can have 2 or 3 archers shoot you at the same time, and that's just, you're just gonna die from that. There's no real way of tanking that. You just have to either be really good at dodging them or just go fast, as I'm doing now. You know, I struggle to jump here, but you do need to jump at the crest of the roof to make it up there. And then yeah, you can try blocking, and then, you know, once you get close to them, they are very easy to deal with, because they're archers and they're not very good at close quarter combat. So yeah, you just have to kill those 2 archers that I just killed. There is another one behind this tower, but you don't have to kill that one, because yeah, they can't reach you here, and we're then gonna run away, and we're gonna be out of range of the 3rd archer. So yeah, you might want or have to kill it If you don't know where you're going and you're just wandering around these rooftops, you might want to, or just have to, kill the third archer. But we obviously don't have that problem. So yeah, we're done with the archers. The hardest part is done. So that's good. And we just need to go up this ladder and light the fourth and final flame. And that's gonna be that. So yeah, this place is very difficult on your first playthrough, because you don't know where you're going, you don't know what you have to do really. It's laid out in such a way that you have to follow a route. You can't just walk to the flames and be done with them. You have to know where you're going and you have to know how to get there. But that's only the first playthrough, and feel free to use this video as a guide, because it's quite straight to the point and it's quite optimal. But yeah, that's it for Ordina. We just have to go to the portal now. You can technically skip this. You can climb on these ledges and use torrents double jump to go behind the golden fog gate or whatever it's called, but it's quite difficult to do that. You do need perfect timing and all of that. So at this point in the game, it's just easier to just light the flames. As you saw, it really wasn't difficult at all. So I'm confident that you can do it as well. It's fine, really. But yeah, this is the Michaela's Haligtree. This is the area that we're gonna go through in the next episode. But this is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I wish you a great day ahead of you and a goodbye.